beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be doing a chit chat get ready with me on this look right here. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay guys, so I already have my eyebrows on and my eyelids concealed and set with translucent powder. So now I'm gonna go into the James Charles palette and I don't know, just kind of create. I only know that I want to go in today with white eyeliner because I've been seeing all the girls doing that recently, but other than that, I don't really know what I'm doing, so just let me be. Okay, so I know y'all saw Uncle Joe Biden's tweets on Friday, and of course I have an opinion about it. Here's my thing, Uncle Joe. So if you don't know, okay. So if you guys don't know, Joe Biden on Friday went on to the Shade Room with Charlemagne the God, who does Breakfast Club. And basically, and his closing statements were, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or for Trump, you ain't black. That's for real what Uncle Joe said. And my thing is like, just in general, white people don't get to tell us, don't get to strip us of another title. Like, y'all have taken everything from us, and now we're also not black if we question what you will do for us. Because that's all it was. Charlemagne was just literally asking him, like, what are you going to do for the black community? Because it's a long way from now until November to like really secure the vote. Like, he probably will win the primary. But like, what are you doing for us now? And all Biden could say was that we ain't black if we have a hard time deciding between him and Trump, and to look back at like his stats from other, like from previous years and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, that's cool, that's fine, that's good, that's dandy, but what are you doing now? And that was Charlemagne's like biggest thing. He was like, it has nothing to do with race, it has nothing to do with Trump, it has everything to do with what can you do? Like, you keep sitting here saying you're not Trump, you're not Trump. Okay, cool. But what are you doing for our community? And it's like white people that claim so hard to be allies and that are allies, at some point they usually tend to like blur the line between ally and believing that they are one of us. That is the biggest mistake you can make as an ally to black people, as an ally in general. And especially in this situation, like, great, you're an ally, you advocate for black people, you are in the black, you go into black communities and try to help out, whatever, cool, okay, but what are you gonna do as president for the black community? Because you are not us. You do not have the same, if I walk down the street or a black man walks down the street and Joe Biden walks down the street, even if he didn't have the title as vice president, we still get different reactions. There are still a certain set of privileges that you were born with that I never had, that black men never had, that people in the black community never had. So you don't get to act like you are one of us. Do not get so comfortable in believing that, because it is not true. And it's like, at the end of the day, we don't owe Biden anything. Anything. The way he said it was so cocky that it was like, you know, that we should be bowing down to him and kissing his feet for what he can do for us. It's like, well, you won't even get that opportunity if it isn't for us, if you don't win over the black vote, because what that makes people think and how that makes people feel is like that they shouldn't vote for you, because here you are not even in office yet and you're already trying to strip us away of our title as black people for questioning how you will support the black community. That's not a good look, because you need our votes. Regardless of what you think, you need our vote. It's not the other way around, so do not get it confused. And yet, it's like, I say all that to say, I still voted for him. I still voted for him because we do need to get him out of the office. Okay, guys, I feel like his intent behind what he was trying to say, which was there really is no competition between him and Trump because of what he does in the black communities for how he feels about the Black community, how he feels about communities of color in general is completely different than Trump's. Okay, I get that, right? So his intent behind it is fine. If a Black person had said it, it would have been fine because it would have been a Black person talking to their people. But you don't get to come in as a privileged white boy, sorry, and try to tell us that we aren't Black for it. Because at the end of the day, we do still need to vote. That is still so important. We need to vote. Have to vote. Like, no choice. We need to vote. But he needs to also remember that it's not only him in the running, because what scares me is that by his comments, people just won't even vote, won't even deem it important to do it. And that's not good. Just because I'm Black doesn't mean that Biden automatically gets my vote. That means that there is still work to be done in order for me to feel like you deserve my vote. Because people will sit home again and feel like they have no option. I just hope that people understand that if they're not voting, they're voting for Trump. And he is the worst. Like, let's not forget who is the worst to have in office here, which is him. Don't nobody want him. But no, Biden was completely out of line. And when I first saw it, I was so just like disgusted. I was just like, listen, let's not get cocky and comfortable here. Like, you got a seat at our table at all times. Like, you'll have a seat if you can tell us what you can do. Because you've had a seat at every single table. But you don't have one with the Black community like that. And okay, your track record, like, okay, what are you going to do now? Because that's really what I care about. And that's what a lot of other people care about too. A lot of other people. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to move on to my face. But yeah, somebody needs to go get Uncle Joe. Period. Somebody needs to go get Uncle Joe and let him know. Somebody please remind him that he's not Black, because I really think for a second there, he forgot. He had to have. He forgot. I was so scared to film this morning, y'all, because it's cloudy out and I've been trying to film like the past 2 days and it's been so cloudy, and Amazon is taking so long with my ring light. I got a ring light maybe like 10 days ago, y'all. Not here. It doesn't even say it's shipped. It doesn't even say that it's shipped yet. It's just like in limbo. Anyway, I saw that Jackie Aina yesterday buffed out a white concealer before putting on her things made thing this doesn't feel right. I mean, I put too much. Oh no, y'all. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Things have gone miserably wrong here. All right, well. Remember when I said before I can fix anything? I'm praying that that's true. I'm gonna go in with my normal concealers now and try to not brighten anymore, and try to neutralize this back to being my skin. Oh my God, did you guys see that Trump the other day said, when he was asked about the if he had coronavirus, or like if he had gotten tested for the coronavirus, he said, I tested very positively in another sense. So this morning I tested very positively toward negative, which means that I tested negative. Y'all's president is losing it. He is losing it. I promise. I was really like, what? Like, sometimes hearing him talk is just so, not that I'm like extremely political, but I don't think you have to be in order to like just go, what are you saying? What are you saying? Like, I just miss, I was watching the Becoming documentary with Michelle Obama with my mom last night for the second time, mind you. We both saw it like without each other, and then I was like, you want to watch it together? Because that documentary is so good. Like, it's just so, it's so nice to see. Oh no, it's it's so nice to see like them talking, like Michelle Obama and Barack Obama talking, and I just love it. Like, just they just make sense, which is more than y'all's president can even say. He just doesn't even make sense, even on the most basic questions. Somebody asked me if I had tested positive for the coronavirus, I would say no. No, that's all he had to say. Not this like roundabout answer about maybe, and I tested positively toward negative. Like, he wants people to think that he has the corona. Like, you know, I don't, it's weird. It's really weird. Which is why Joe Biden needs to wash his mouth before people start to like, I don't know, not vote at all, which means that Trump people are just gonna come out and just vote because they are Trump people. And of course that's what they're gonna do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's really my reasoning behind Joe Biden needing to shut his mouth. Like, just stop talking. Like, I heard that I didn't listen to the rest of the interview. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really didn't. But my whole thing is just like, you don't want people to even like question whether or not they should be voting for you. You should just be trying to get the black vote regardless. You know what I mean? Like, don't sit here and put it back on us as if it's our fault that we even have Trump as a president right now. You know what I mean? Like, that is how it comes off. So I'm not going to go back into it again, but I'm just saying, like, he needs to be working hard trying to get our vote, not telling us that we aren't black for questioning, you know, what he's going to do for the black community. Period. So if you have a question on whether or not you need to be voting for voting for Joe Biden, voting in general, you do need to vote. On a lighter note, Crayola has recently come out with Colors of the World is what it's called. It's a crayon line that has inclusive shades of most skin types. The colors range from like what they call extra light almond all the way up to like deepest almond. And that is so cool. It's like their campaign to just like be more inclusive of the world around you and the colors around you. It's a 24 shade line, which I feel like is good. You know what I mean? Like, you know, at least to start with, and then they can always go back and, you know, fix it up and add more colors and stuff like that. But that's really cool of Crayola. The Crayola factory is actually right here in Easton, PA, so that's dope. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna stop kikiing for just a second there because I need to line my something. Somehow I need to put this on my eyes. So give me 1 second while I like do this. I'll probably speed it up or take it out. Okay, so talking about how Crayola has gotten so like not gotten so inclusive, but you know, they're making their efforts to be more inclusive. It brings me to like this point of like, I feel like the drugstore has gotten so inclusive. And I don't mean every shade, and yes, they could do better just like everyone else, but I remember being like younger, starting out in makeup, maybe when I was about like 10-ish, maybe not 10, maybe like 12. And like going to like try to find like complexion products, like even just like a little simple powder. That was like not a thing back in the day. You know what I mean? Like it really wasn't. It wasn't like, oh, Tyra, just go to the store and you'll find your shade. Like really, they probably had like up to like tan, but I'm not tan. As light as I may be, because I'm a little bit light, especially in the winter. I am light, but I'm not that light. And I would just be like, but where's my problem? You know what I mean? So like now that Elf has so many, and I see the drugstore, like L'Oreal has a lot now, CoverGirl goes up pretty far. Like these are places that genuinely did not have that many colors in the beginning. And now, because of the rest of the beauty industry, they're starting to really step up their game. And I feel like Fenty Beauty by Rihanna, really made companies look at inclusion so in such a different light, because she came out with like what, 40 foundation shades when she first launched, and since then has put out so many more. And it's just like, that is like not heard of. Like for people that don't really like do makeup and stuff like that, aren't really in it, 40 might not sound like a lot, but brands come out with 10, and 7 of those shades are usually on the light to light medium side of things. And then they get to black and they're just like, this one shade darker than that, done. We got everybody, right? So it's like, to launch with 40 shades, that's a lot of shades. That's a lot of shades. So yeah, shout out to Fenty Beauty for lighting the fire under everybody to be more inclusive and to have more shades, because makeup is not one size fits all when it comes to like foundations and stuff like that. So I don't know how many of you know this, but Jeffree Star is like, he's like pretty big in the makeup community. He's like a if you're in the makeup community, if you follow makeup, do makeup and stuff like that, then you definitely know who Jeffree Star is. But he used to do like music and stuff like that. He used to be a little controversial himself, but he has found himself in a really big, like, not scandal, but just like people have been like roasting him, because he recently came out with a collection called Cremated. And in the times of today, where, you know, obviously like it's just, to some people it feels like it's just done in poor taste because of all that's going on in the world. Line. So the Cremated palette is basically just a bunch of ashy, white, and gray and black tones. That's all it really is. And I don't mean ashy in a bad way. I mean that's just how it, I mean it's a cremated palette, so maybe it's self-explanatory that it would be the ashy, but I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that that's just how it is. So a lot of people are saying, you know, poor taste with all that's going on right now. But I think what people don't understand, and I'm not trying to defend him, but people don't understand that like makeup takes a very long time. Like it's not like he thought like, oh, the quarantine started, people are dying from the coronavirus, let's put out a palette in poor taste called Cremated. Like, no, people, you know how long he probably, you know, like had that in the works. And he even said like in his video, he said He said, I have so many launches coming out this year that I couldn't push this back any farther. Like it just had to come out. And like it looks pretty. It's not for me because I just feel like gray tones on black people, that is not a look. Gray tones, like that's the last thing I want to look, is gray. Period. So it is not for me, but you know, it does look like a very cute palette, and Jeffree Star is really good at palettes. Like, okay guys, so I'm going to do my lashes off camera and then I will come back and do lips and it will be done. Okay, y'all. So now that I have my lashes on and mascara, I'm actually feeling it like so much more. I feel like it's really cute. It's really different for me. I don't ever really like do things like this. So I'm just like, oh, she's cute. And my hair actually came to like play with y'all today. I'm dead about it. My hair never wants to do this anymore. Alrighty, so let's get on a lip. I don't even know what I'm doing today. I'm going to use this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the color Cane? Probably Cane. Looks like this. And I'm not even going to line my lips or anything, which could be a mistake, but let's just see what happens. While this color is super pretty on its own, I feel like it needs a bit of amp. So I'm going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss in the color Saint Tropez. And a little bit of setting spray. And that, my loves, is the final look. What do we think? I really like it. I feel like it really came together. It's definitely like different for me. I'm definitely not this girl usually, so I'm not too big of a fan of the lip though, not gonna lie. I feel like the lip could definitely be better. Thank you guys for watching and getting ready with me. I really hope you guys like the look. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell notification button so that you are notified when I post again. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, beauties.